Well, howdy. Here at the Unfinished Journey, I do my best to talk about the trail I've been on and the trail I'm still on. Part of my journey is looking inside myself, trying to figure out, well, how and why I work the way I do. Like it or not, folks will say, well, son, that's an exercise in futility. I don't begrudge them feeling that way. Oh, now, years ago, I would have gotten all worked up, all over others telling me I'm wasting my time looking inside myself and back at my past. Telling me I'm wasting time sitting here trying to figure out what went wrong. You might notice I never want to think about what went right. Hell, years ago, I did get worked up over such things. Taking what others said, or worse yet, what I thought they were saying, was a bit of a sport for me. I'd tell myself it was good to get worked up now and again. It never accomplished anything, mind you, but I'd do it, feel justified, and leave a mess behind as I marched off toward my next self-centered, self-created conflagration. Well, howdy. My name's Wally. I figure you know what your name is. I've been sitting here waiting for the Junkman for a long time. I've got enough stuff piled up here to make it worth his while to show up. There's one problem. He only shows up when he's called, and I ain't called yet. No, that's the thing with me. I hold on to my stuff even when I say I don't want or need it anymore. Hell, I admit there are times when I sneak out of Casa de la Tin Can figuring no one will notice and get to digging through that pile of stuff. Worse yet, now and again, I find something, and I decide I should never have tried to get rid of it, and I bring it back inside. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure that's exactly the smartest thing a guy should do when he's trying to get himself straight with himself. The thing is, some of that stuff is damn familiar and comfortable. Throwing it away is like throwing a part of me away, and if I do that, well, what am I going to replace it with? I've never quite settled on who I am. That's part of the reason for that pile of stuff out there. I remember a story that I didn't fully understand at the time. It's a Cherokee story of a grandfather telling his young grandson about the two wolves inside a person, a wolf of good and a wolf of evil. Which wolf you choose to feed is the one you become. Those wolves have always been inside me. I worked hard at feeding both of them at different times. Neither wolf felt completely right. Neither wolf felt completely wrong. And so, I've never settled. The regret is that never settling meant that others never could be certain of what they were going to get from me. Today, I believe I understand the story of the two wolves more clearly. Today, I see them both inside myself. Today, I do my best to feed them both and hope for only the required emotion in the moment. It isn't easy because I believe what I experienced in my earliest years came from someone who fed the angry wolf far more than the calmer one. Far too late in life, I began to understand things that no 3-year-old can understand. Far too late in life, I began to understand why the angry wolf was so easy to feed. And yes, folks, I feed that wolf. I feed it a lot. Without a doubt, much of what lies piled up out there comes from that angry wolf, the one that fought against the world and against me, the one who found comfort in conflict with others and myself, the one who found it impossible to believe there is another way, another wolf to feed. And yet, through it all, the good wolf didn't fade away. It survived. In the background. It was there. It was always there. My life, my understanding of life, was set in motion by others. I began my journey with nothing other than someone who thought I was worth caring for. At last I understand that I have a choice in how much I feed each of them. And yes, I do feed them both. And because I do, I've yet to call the Junkman to haul away all the feelings I constantly try so hard to get rid of. The anger, regret, self-pity, emptiness, and the pain both physically and spiritually. I revisit that junk pile and reclaim some of it, thinking it's justified, though I can seldom explain how. The other day, I went through the yellow pages and found an advertisement that announced loud and proud that it wants my junk. There's a picture with the ad of a big, bright, shiny truck with 2 good-looking and well-built men standing there with grins a mile wide. I put the number in my phone and told myself I need to call. I promised myself I'm going to call and have them take my junk away. I'm not going to ask how much they charge. It'll be worth it to have it gone. I'm not going to ask what they're going to do with it. I don't want to know. I'm going to call them. I promise. I'm going to call them. But damn, there really is some good stuff still there. But for now, well, it's time to feed those wolves. As always, be good to others. Be even better to yourself. Drop a pebble for that good wolf. The bad one gets enough. Until next time, keep the journey unfinished and unforgettable. Happy trails.